From the use of X-rays for imaging to employing ultraviolet radiation for equipment sterilization, components of the electromagnetic spectrum have become indispensable tools in the field of healthcare delivery. In light of this, our team sought to solve a major issue by making use of this tool. The target country for our project is Ghana, a country situated in West Africa. In a paper titled A Call to Action for Osteoporosis Research in Sub-Saharan Africa, the authors state that the prevalence of osteoporosis and its related fractures has for many years been deemed to be relatively low in black Africans, although there are quite a number of cases. The paper further highlights that no country in sub-Saharan Africa, excluding South Africa, has a national guideline on the management of osteoporosis. Due to the low health resources inputs of such countries, which include Ghana, people resort to traditional means of dealing with health challenges, which include bone fractures, the focus of our project. Yampabe et al. Conducted a study involving 64 clients between 19 and 37 years, with 65.7% preferring to seek help from a bone setter for reasons such as cheaper prices, cultural beliefs, quick service, and easy accessibility. And this is quite understandable given that the doctor to population ratio of Ghana was about 7,000 from 2013 to 17 per statistics from the Ghana Health Service. In this project, therefore, our team highlighted the need for a device which could help in the healing of bones, be low cost, readily available, and easily usable for people above 18 who are more susceptible to bone fractures. Our proposed model is made of cotton and features 60 red and 60 infrared LEDs, and this combination is found in most commercial designs of red light therapy devices given that they reach different depths but are both useful in the process of bone healing. Red light therapy or photobiomodulation is able to stimulate bone healing by providing warmth, which modifies the behavior of cells by activating mitochondria, the powerhouse of a cell, possibly increasing the production of ATP, increasing collagen synthesis and angiogenesis, that is, formation of blood vessels. These ultimately lead to the increase in rate of cell division and proliferations, production of bone matrix, and migration of fibroblasts, which are tissue cells responsible for repair. Review of market available designs showed reports of burns from use due to users falling asleep and damaged wires. Our design was therefore made to have an isolated electrical circuit. The proposed system also shuts down after 20 minutes, which was just an estimated duration in case the user falls asleep while using the device. Touch sensors were also designed to control each column of LEDs. The LEDs only turn on upon contact of the touch sensor with the skin, and this was put in place so that people do not develop complications from staring at the array of LEDs when on. All these considerations were made to meet the FDA guidelines for medical devices in Ghana. One of it states that foreseeable hazards and associated risks from intended use are to be identified. Still on FDA guidelines, point 16.1 of the Essential Principles of Safety and Performance states that the device for supplying the patient with energy or substances should be so designed and constructed that the delivered amount can be set and maintained accurately enough to guarantee the safety of the patient. And to meet this standard, the device was designed to operate at 230 volts and an LED driver circuit was added to supply constant current. One other feature added to the device was a way to evaluate the degree of bone healing to make informed decisions on frequency of treatment. Our team came across a cost-effective approach using infrared light and a photosensor, and this method was found in an article titled Quantitative Evaluation of Osteogenesis Through Infrared Light Pilot Study. With the mobile app, data from the photosensor can be received from the device and the degree of bone healing is analyzed by the user and a remotely available doctor. Circuit shows a simulation of the proposed design. The switch was added to represent the touch sensor on the proposed design. With an estimated production cost of 250 Ghanaian cedis, our team sees this design as one beneficial to the people and one that matters.